God, I hope I'm here. Hi,
Here.
everybody. The day you get home and finally get a picture up, and it's not going to be the person. And the moment the show starts, my feed dies. I am so happy. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the virtual comedy show. I'm Brad Tassell live on an iPad because I forgot my computer plug in. So my computer is totally dead. So here I am on the iPad that's not working. But we do have our stars at home. Steve Goody, everybody. Yay.
Yay.
Yeah, so he's not dead. So good segue there. And of course, our superstar is always here when she's here. Patty Vasquez, everybody. So great. We also have an extra special show this week without Mark Ruben. So that's going to be fantastic. I don't know what happened there that we lost Mark, but he'll be back in the future. But now we've got Carla Ulbrich, who we never see. We never see her. But we would love to see her every week, as we all know. And of course, somebody else we never see, John Trentis. Everybody.
Hooray!
John Trentis. Maybe they'll do a round robin thing after I leave. And I hate when I forget things that I need. Don't you hate that? I'm so sure when I pack stuff that I get so blasé about it that I know I brought it. It's like a weird time bomb when you have left something important or lost something crucial, isn't it? You have not a care in the world until you get a world away with no recourse and then realize, crap, it's not there. Oh my God. F you. I mean, just, and you know the rest. It's gone. And at least in this case, it wasn't life-changing. Like if I walked away without my passport or Viagra or something. I'm kidding, honey. I always take my Viagra. But you've got to make do somehow, and you have to fix it or go without it, or everything falls apart. When I had my show in Las Vegas, I got a call from the booker of Carnival Cruise Lines, which I'm on right now. And I had been kind of, in a way, fired by them at the time. My show was in Las Vegas and had been running for months. And at the time, I got a call from the booker of Carnival Cruise Lines, who hadn't talked to me in a year, remember? And I didn't work for them anymore. The call was to tell me one of the entertainers had left their passport in the back seat of the airplane. And would I go to the airport and pick it up and overnight it to Mobile, Alabama, so he could have it to get on the ship tomorrow, okay? That's the request. Did I mention the airport holding the passport was Salt Lake City? I'm in Las Vegas, 5.5 hour drive away, 10 hours round trip. Carnival Cruise Lines, who had a year before told me I was no longer working for Carnival Cruise Lines, calls me in Las Vegas, where I have a show at 2 p.m. every day, every 24 hours, to do them a tiny favor and drive to Salt Lake City for nothing, 11 hours round trip, and pick up a passport for a dude I didn't like anyway. I never liked that guy anyway. So I could overnight it to Alabama, and it was the least I could do, is what she said. I think I laughed for hours before I got in the car. No, I laughed so loud, and I said, I think I won't. I'm not going to do it. And then I waited till the next October, and they fired the people that did that. And I got a call, and they said, come back. And I sit here with my passport but no computer cable. So okay, that was a long thing. That was a long thing, but it went into what I was talking about. So okay, here's some jokes. Here we go. Are you ready? I hope I stay connected. By the way, it's weird today because I'm reading this on my phone and it's not a very good setup. And you can tell I'm in a gulag. Okay. I'm in the movie Papillon right now. For those who know. I'm closing it out with
joke for one there. I enjoyed that.
That was for you. I thought Kevin alone would know.
I know it.
Okay.
I'm chasing butterflies because
that's right.
That's right, Dustin. Yeah, that's right. And Steve McQueen, right? Okay. All right, here we go. People are talking on social media about the McDonald's migraine meal. Who has heard of this? Anyone hear this? The
No.
McDonald's migraine meal. It is a cure It is. That's right. See, you know it. It's a cure for a migraine. It's a large McDonald's Diet Coke and a large McDonald's French fry. And I got to say, yes, I am in. That sounds fantastic. I think I would hit myself in the head right now to justify eating that meal. My body temple wants this in the worst way. Some are saying this remedy works just as well as the number 2 choice, which is crack. So that's kind of nice. And number 3, heroin. So that's kind of nice. Nothing gets rid of a headache quicker. So, Elena, have you tried that? Because that's.
Well, when I get a migraine, I just want to lay down with a cold rag over my head. I don't want to eat.
I was in the band Cold Rag. We weren't very good. Okay. Next up, Britney Spears is in the news for smoking on a private plane. She was on a chartered plane. The singer said she was sorry, but she thought it was okay as a friend lit the cigarette for her, and it was a chartered flight. Spears also said the flight attendant didn't like her from the moment they stepped on, and the plane and said calling the relationship toxic. Toxic. And really, when you okay, now think of this though. If you rent a plane and they tell you Britney Spears is going to be flying, you need to be ready for anything at that time, don't you? The flight attendant said she didn't know the singer would smoke. All she was told before Britney boarded was hide the knives. Oh, sure, we all know that, but not Pappy. Okay. Britney and the knife dance. Okay. Oh, Billy Joel has canceled all of his tour dates.
Yeah.
And he had a lot of them. He must have had 100 dates coming up. And my favorite artist ever has normal pressure hydrocephalus, right?
Yep.
Which is a brain disorder that creates fluid on the brain affecting balance and memory, etc. Luckily, it's highly treatable. And you know what they do sometimes? They put a shunt from the brain that releases the fluid down. And hopefully the piano man will be back on the road hating that he has to play the piano man. Which he does. As I said, a Faustian bargain if there ever was one. Yeah. Walmart will have a huge Memorial Day sale selling giant TV screens for 50% off so you can celebrate fallen heroes by watching the end of democracy in super clean HD. Hey, I'll talk faster so I don't freeze. A college baseball game ended with a home run, taunts from the batter, a coach pulling his players from the field, 2 players and 2 coaches ejected from the game, and one of the ejected players' mothers thrown out for jumping on the dugout roof.
Oh my goodness.
I know. The game stopped for 25 minutes after someone got a nap. So that was good. Okay, so I thought that was the silliest little joke. Okay. Oh, fans are concerned and haters are mad at Gwyneth Paltrow as they noticed what looked like a glucose monitor patch on her arm during a cooking video the actress released. A glucose monitor on her arm. Fans were concerned she might have diabetes, and haters screamed that it was just a rich person using scarce health supplies to aid themselves. But don't worry, folks. The patch was actually just a monitor to measure vaginal odor for the next candle. I like that one. Okay, more.
Janet didn't like that one either.
I bet she didn't.
Yeah, if we played the Janet game, she wouldn't have liked it. Financial expert Kara Bolton has advice for boomers on their mistakes that they make with their money, and we've got some boomers in here. She points to ignoring inflation and relying too much on Social Security as a few of the big mistakes boomers make. The biggest mistake most boomers make, of course, is taking too long to die. Thank God the big, beautiful bill will help that. Okay. All right, one more, then the joke, and then Steve, you can come back in if I don't freeze.
Okay.
And if I do freeze.
Okay.
A new biography claims that Freddie Mercury had a secret daughter in 1976 with the wife of his friend. Wow.
Oh my.
So if nothing else, we answered the question, can somebody find me somebody to bone? Okay, that's not
really.
Really.
That's what we're going with?
That's
I don't know if I want to come back now.
That's what I. No. I still got the.
Oh, you got more. Okay.
I still got the joke.
Right.
Of the day. The joke of the day. By the way, I told this to my daughter, and she wrote a punchline too. And I won't tell you which is which. You tell me the better punchline. What did the pickle say when he saw a pickle he didn't know in its jar?
What
That's
did the pickle
Brian.
say?
Hey, a
That's
pickle.
Brian. That's Brian.
Ooh.
Okay. How about this? What did the pickle say when he saw a pickle he didn't know in its jar? You're not Brian. Okay.
Ooh.
What I am is confused because I don't get either of them. But that was Brad Tassell, everybody.
Okay. So
The second one was your daughter's.
the second one was my daughter. So it's brine that the pickles are in.
Right.
And he said, that's brine and not that's mine. That's mine because it was a pickle he didn't know.
Oh.
Okay. Even after the explanation, I don't get it. That's
And then
fine.
she-
And that doesn't mean I want more explanation. It's Brad Tassell, everybody. Yay.